Connecting the Pamban Island in southern India with Sri Lanka's Mannar Island, Ram Setu, also known as Adam's Bridge, is a bridge made up of floating limestone shoals. This bridge, that looks like a chain of large submerged rocks, sits on the shallow waters of the Indian Ocean. The Hindu scriptures like Ramayana explicitly mention that this bridge was constructed by Lord Ram and his army of Vanaras, or the monkey men. Remember that Ramayana was written around 5000 years ago. Creating something like this in that time of the history would have been a superhuman achievement. But this video is not going to be a debate about the existence of Lord Ram or whether this bridge was constructed by him or not. In this video, we will talk about what the scriptures mention about the construction of this bridge. Oceanographers have investigated that these stones or rocks are sitting on top of sands in the shallow waters. The sands in the middle of the water may seem normal and natural, but what's sitting on top of it is not. Strangely, these rocks have not been eroded away for thousands of years. When a team of geologists test these stones, the results are amazing. They found that the sand is 4000 years old, but the stones that sit on top of the sands are much older, about 7000 years old. So the rock sitting on top of the sands actually predates the sand, and that is not natural. So now we can conclude one thing for sure. It's that the stones have been brought from afar and placed intentionally on top of the sandbar island chain. Now let's move on to the other aspects. Investigators calculate that the line of rocks is over 30 miles long, which is around 48 kilometers in length and 3 kilometers in width. Let's examine the details. One of the members of the Vanar Sena was Nala, who is also known as the biological descendant of Vishwakarma, the supreme architect who builds palaces for gods. The Ram Setu today sits below 2 meters of the ocean level. When this bridge was built, it must have likely been at least 1 meter above the sea level. Also, when the bridge was built, the sea must have been 3 meters or 9 feet below the present-day sea level. As well known, over the span of thousands of years, the level of sea rises with the melting of polar ice caps and global warming, thus causing the rocks to sink in the water. In any case, Ram Setu is a detailedly surveyed, well-planned and properly built bridge that has stood the test of time by living several thousands of years. The oldest man-made structure which still exists is the most important shrine of the Hindus that strengthens their faith in Maryada Purushottam Shri Ram and teaches man that nothing is impossible. All it takes is the will. Jai Shri Ram.